All right, what is going on, guys? I don't know if anybody saw that. I looked all stupidly down, like, am I on mute? Just to double check because, of course, B is not going to let me know I'm on mute this time. It's just me. If any of you haven't actually clued into that yet, B will be joining us approximately 45 minutes, maybe an hour in. So you're stuck with my ugly mug for the whole first little half of this. We have quite the amount of guests coming in. Gloopy Goblin. I don't know if anybody else has this. Was there a Gloopy Gravy at one point? I keep on making that mistake, but we got Gloopy Goblin coming in. We've got friggin' CoolCatToyCo, and then of course we've got Raygun Wizard. Now Raygun Wizard and Gloopy Goblin are two that I am not too familiar with. B obviously would have had an opportunity to meet them when they were at Assembly Required, but I'm all the way over here in Toronto and I don't get my ass anywhere without mumbling on and bumbling on too much. And you also know what else is nerve wracking? The homies aren't even in the off stage. Normally we got you guys chilling in the backstage there, so I know, okay, yeah, everybody's in, everybody's mic's working. No, they're not even here. This could be 45 minutes of crumbs just sitting here showing you how big their sweat stains in the pits are getting. That being all said, let's say hi to all the homies that are hanging out in the chat there. Slightly adrift, what's going on? 8-Bit Mike, what is up, my dude? CoolCatToyCo, yeah, you better frantically grab a mask, my man. Where are you, my friend? RetroZone Neon, thanks for that actual little send, dudes. And honestly, nobody should feel embarrassed or weird if you fire me over a drop you have going on, if you have a new piece that you're working on, if you're an account under 1,000. Yeah, don't be weird. Just hop into our DMs over on the Toys Alive page. We'll try and catch it at some point. We're terrible at responding, but we will catch it. So RetroZone, thanks for that, dude. Folklorian, I almost missed yours, dude. You've had your fucking 3-day drop happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I will make sure we pull up a tabby do for that. Jazz Wizzy, what is going on? I think I might have actually just caught you this morning. You were probably just getting up as I was leaving your mom's place. Mr. Ordinary, what is going on? Ordinary Toys, Hobo Toys, what is up? Gray Skull Toys, I feel like I might have already said hi to you, man. Were you up above? No, you were right there. Cool Cat, I read you found something. I was actually kind of liking Jazz's idea that you just grab a Sharpie and you just start fucking going hams on your face, dude, drawing like a big beard and a fake. Maybe you have a beard and a goatee now. It's been a while. We'll have to see. Fucked Toys, what is going on? Zymet Co, what is going on? Whew, where are we at this point? My goodness, you guys just keep on hopping in here. I'm missing everything. Lynn's the rat boy. When do you sleep between drawing and fucking sculpting and fucking skateboarding and all that fun shit? I don't know how you even managed to make it in here, man. Recycle Galaxy, how are you? Whew, Brilliant Demon, what is up? Toys and Tits. Homie, I saw you pop in last week. I'm not sure where your account is out there. I'm going to have to go dig it a little bit, but great tagger name, obviously. Gloopy Goblin, what is going on? I explained to you a moment ago, we're doing a quick little hi to everybody in the chat there, but thanks for popping in a little early, homie. It's nice to know that I'm not going to be stranded here on an island solo tonight. Bliss Receptor, what is going on? Neckrath, what up, my dude? Pikmin's Vinyls, how are you? I've also made sure to have a tabby do for your silent but deadly ninja art show going on with Yo-Yo Dine coming up. My gosh, Slipshot Average. You're a brand new one for me as well. I'm sorry if you've been here a few times and I've missed you, my friend. Abaddon 40, what is up? Eric Folk Arts Pedals, what is up, dude? My goodness, I think we got everybody. I think we got everybody at this point. So if you guys don't know, there was this little thing that happened in the beginning of August. It was this thing called the what was it? The Philly Designer Toy and Art Fest. Was that what it was? I'm probably way off at this point. I've just been babbling way too freaking much at this point. But I feel like we've almost been doing almost 2 months at this point. Dre is what is going on? Sorry, the Dr. E's. Dude, you're never going to live that down, my friend. And at some point, we're just going to have to get you a shirt that just says Dr. E's for shows and conventions. Hey, touche. Hey. Oh, hey, great. See, and that's what happens when I'm not paying attention and I click on the unpost and then I actually post somebody else's. It just said something there. But yeah, I'm wondering if maybe you guys just have the time zones wrong because who the fuck cares about Eastern time anyways? It's Thursday. It's Toyzday. The whole gang is all here. As you guys can all see, and I've already explained, B is not here because that's just B's prerogative, I suppose. We're going to say it that way. But you know that B likes to babble on for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. I don't want to leave our homie chilling in the dark there this whole time. So we're actually going to pull them in, and we're going to get this show on the road. CoolCatToyCo, what is going on? I kind of get why you were late showing up, man. You have your thing. Yeah, okay, I get you now. Here, I'll give you your moment. I'm gonna pull you in, CoolCatToyCo. You give a little thummy. I know. I already know. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I knew you'd have something. So that's why I wanted to give you your moment here. What the fuck is that even? Is that like a meat tray that you just have taped to your head?
This is a SpongeBob hat from Super 7, believe it or not.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And then
It
we're gonna
came in
pull
like
in.
a San Diego Comic-Con like Happy Meal type pack. But yeah, I had to keep the tradition going.
You have to keep the tradition going. I don't think I've seen a mask in a moment. It's been a moment. Here, I'm gonna
I'm an
pull in
OG.
Goopy Goblin too. Goopy Goblin, what is going on, man?
Yo, what up? Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you perfectly. Absolutely, dude. I like how you
Yo.
come in with the yo. Now, I'm gonna force you to go big screen for a moment. Tell everybody who you are, whereabouts you're from, how long you've been doing this, and then just a little rundown of what you do.
Wait, me or Cool Cat? Me?
Oh,
Okay,
you.
yo.
Oh yeah,
What
I'll call
up?
you Goopy.
Yo, I'm Gloopy. I just started making toys like a year and a half ago maybe. I collected a lot of vintage stuff and then started hanging out with like Eddie, and in 2018 I went to Five Points Festival and I found out that people were like making their own toys. And so I started collecting a lot, and I mostly just do a lot of like street art and installations and paste ups and stickers and slaps and shit. And I've been collecting for a long time, so I wanted to make my own stuff. And yeah, I just made my first vinyl toy this year, and I have another one coming out soon, but I can't talk about it yet. So yeah.
Hot damn, man, that's
Sweet.
a lot in a year. Cool Cat, dude. We know you, but go solo for a moment. You're gonna give us a quick little rundown, my friend.
Yeah, I'm Grant, otherwise known as CoolCatToyCo. I'm from Eastern North Carolina. I've been making toys and sculpting and everything for, dang, 5 years now. You know, I'm a pandemic baby, and yeah, I always got new stuff coming out. Shell Shock's been doing great. New versions of him coming eventually. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think you're nailing it. Dre is saying that your mic's a little choppy. It might be that you just have to turn it down a slight bit on the program we use, because YouTube gets all finicky about that shit. Sorry, man. Otherwise, I'm fine with it. Hell yeah, there we go. That's exactly what's up. So,
Oh shit.
Groovy, if you've just released your first vinyl this year, was this your first toy convention that you've actually like had stuff at, or have you actually done some other art festivals, conventions in the past?
Nah, I've been at, I think 5 Points was like the first one I did, and last year or this year I guess was the third time I did it. But that's like the first one, and then I was at Collecticon. Shout out Collecticon homies. That was really fun in Chicago. The Pier was like a really cool venue, and I had a lot of cool homies there. So yeah, it was really good. And then, I was just excited that there was finally going to be a show in my hometown, and that, I'm really good friends with Eddie Resin Blood, and it was just cool. And, HH Toys, Sam Heimer, who's also, shout out Sam, like incredible toy maker. And yeah, I was just excited that there was going to be a show in my town, because I'm fucking sick of traveling, dude, for this shit, I mean, it's fun. You meet a lot of people. And I think that's the whole point, right? You get to meet a lot of other toy makers and artists and collectors and stuff. But yeah, it's just obviously like when you're vending, this is something I've been talking about recently with a lot of friends too. It's like, the travel costs add up a lot. And unless you have like a wicked expensive toy, or just like lots of stuff on your table, those costs add up. So yeah.
The costs add up, and then you're actually talking about something that I think a lot of people don't actually talk too much about, is like when you're vending, man, it really does become kind of like a job. What's it like when you're working like a 3-day weekend, having to sit at your table that whole time, watching people go by? Like, what's that experience like for you?
I mean, it's really good for me. I like talking to people. I think for me, the reason why I do obviously is to like help support the creation of my toys and my art and stuff. But I think meeting a bunch of the other artists is like a really cool thing too. And I think like by the second day, everyone's pretty wiped out. So I think it's like that's when everyone kind of goes around and like trades and talks to each other. And I think that's like a really special thing that you only kind of get at those types of events. So I'm definitely going to continue doing it. But, it might be one of those things where maybe I only do like 2 or 3 shows a year, and then try and do something smaller, or like do pop-ups. You know what I mean?
Do you have a lot of like art fests, markets, pop-ups in your area?
Yeah. So there's like a lot of different stuff. I mean, the punk rock flea market's one that I've done before, and it's actually in the same space as where the most recent toy show was at. There's a guy that sells vintage toys in the back there all the time, and he always has cool shit. But actually got like Sam Toys Sam because he helped me with my first resin toy. I got him like a '60s like little devil's like finger puppet. It was so sick. But yeah, I mean, there's like stuff like that, like the punk rock flea market. I had like a little pop-up gallery on 13th Street a few back in June and mid-June, and that was really cool. But that was like less people coming to buy toys, more coming to just buy art and shit. Because I feel like it's one of those things where like art toys in general is like, and unless you're into vintage stuff, is like it's kind of a niche thing. You know what I mean? Like most people don't get it. So, but yeah, I guess I'll just announce it now because if we're talking about pop-ups and stuff, October 3rd, I'm going to be doing a pop-up at my friend's shop called Sidewalk in Philly. And I'm going to have my new toy there. So that's the one thing I'll say that about the new vinyl toys, that I'll have them in October. So
That's exciting, man.
yeah.
I see Grant's in the waiting room there. I'm going to pull them back on stage. What up, CoolCat?
Do I need to do a mic check? Does this
No, you're
count?
good. I think that's better, man. I think that
Okay,
actually.
I think the mic was too close to my mouth.
I don't blame you. If I was the mic, I'd want to be close to your mouth too, man. Now,
Hell
for
yeah.
some reason, B was talking about your mom not being with you at AR this year. Which were you tabling solo?
I was not tabling solo. It was a solo trip for me, though. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Did you end up driving or flying?
I was driving. Yeah. Drove
Ooh.
up Friday before the show, which might have been a mistake. It was
Okay.
supposed to take like 6.5, but it ended up taking me 8 and some change. 95 was backed up crazy. So my GPS was just taking me down whatever got me there, But Monday coming back was great.
Yeah, I gotta admit, dude, like that must have been a little scary and exhausting. Let's be real, doing the driving down there and then the setup right away as soon as you basically got there, probably to make sure that you were all good to go.
I did set up Saturday morning.
I believe
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah, no
same.
shit, man.
I fucking rolled in there. All right. Quick, I think that's a good segue just quickly into I want to give a shout out to Fat Hand Toys. That's my homie. He's the one who told me about 5 Points in 2018. And he's like a really talented artist, and and he's like a good sculptor too. And he hasn't been doing shit. So I finally like lit a fire under his ass. And of course, fucking like he didn't get the sculpt done until like literally the day before he baked that shit. And then we were pulling toys until like 2 a.m. Then the night before the fucking show, and I was like painting shit. We were like drunk as shit. My friend from Pittsburgh came in town. He was like had an art show, and we were like fucked up, and I'm like trying to paint these toys, and like, dude, yeah. But anyways, yeah. So same shit, cool guy. Literally, like, we showed up like fucking 30 minutes before it opened. I was just like scrambling to unpack a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, Friday night I was my little shell shop boxes have all these stickers on them and everything. And a couple of the stickers on the boxes are thermo label printed, so it's like the same printer that I use for my shipping labels and everything. But I ran out of time to do them at home, so I was up at like midnight in my hotel room just printing out stickers and slapping them to the boxes and everything. But yeah, it all worked out. Yeah, it was for my first solo trip because I'm used for my family like taking over the driving while I'm doing other stuff. It was a experience, I should say. A, very much so a learning experience. But yeah, I was exhausted, to say the least.
I freaking believe
Yeah, it
that,
was a long
dude.
day. I will say though, everyone was very well hydrated. Shout out Jamie from Liquid Death.
Yeah, shout out Liquid Death.
Yeah, my friend Jamie hooked it up heavy with like a whole ass pallet of Liquid Death. Yeah, and I like went to take a case home at the end of the day, and that shit was all gone. So yeah,
I managed to come home with 2 cases. I don't know how that.
I had 2. I took 2, and I was just sipping on them the whole time. But yeah, I had to give a shout out to my friend Jamie. Super good supporter for.
Is this the Liquid Death? This mountain water?
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like this insane water brand that has like just like ridiculous branding and shit. But yeah,
don't get me wrong, they're obviously killing it, but I'm like the way you're even trying to explain it, you're like just a dope water brand. It's like, yeah, obviously their marketing team is fucking killing it because you guys are. I don't know if I've ever seen 2 young men so jazzed about water, man.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty cool. Like shout out Sam Pearson and my other buddy Killer Napkins who did art for them too. They're really cool with artists. They'll work with them and put like their art on the water cases too. So it's a cool shop over there at Liquid Death. So
absolutely, yeah, that's really fucking cool, Fletcher. Yeah, they made water look cool for people who don't drink alcohol at the bar. There you go.
Yep.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, who wants to walk around with the fucking Deer Park when you could walk around with like a melting skull on your can, you know?
Valid. Absolutely valid, man. All right, so you guys end up landing down there. You're, of course, scrambling. When you're packing up all your shit, how do you pack it up for the rip? Like, if you've been painting stuff last minute or if you're printing things off last minute, man, aren't you afraid of it smearing, getting damaged? Like,
I mean, like, to be honest, I'm using a lot of vinyl wonder paint, and it cures pretty quickly. So, yeah, I mean, I painted the night before, so I had like 10 hours to cure. And then like the first day it sat for at least a couple more hours. So, but I mean, yeah, most of the other shit was like, done beforehand. But yeah, actually, yeah, if you want to pull up his toy, it's pretty sick. I don't know, Cool Cat, if you saw it, your stuff looked great, by the way, heads up, but
Thank you.
Yeah, you should check it out. You should pull up his toy because it's kind of sick. It's like a little frog priest with like a dagger. But yeah.
who's this? Sorry, dude.
Fat Hand Toys.
Fat Hand Toys.
Yeah. He's called Fat Hand Toys because he literally has a fat hand. Like when he was born.
Yo, okay, I shit you not. I was looking at this page wondering if
his hand does not look like that. But
okay.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Fair, dude.
So we made some flash frogs and yeah, there's like better pictures on the other posts, but it was cool just like hanging out. Yeah, those are the ones I painted like the night before. There's like I made like the Kermit I painted like like the old meme, it was like the Kermit Sith.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like all I could think of when I saw his toy, so I just like painted that real quick. But and then the other one's like I don't know, reminded me of like I don't know if it's like what toy it is, but it's like that one witch. Fuck, I don't know if it's like
the one that Healy does with holding the apple.
I don't know, but yeah, it just literally.
You're talking about
like a witch too.
Oh shit! I think I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the.
Yeah,
it's Bog something. Bog Dweller.
Oh, dude, Bog Squad. Yeah, shout out Bog Squad. He's the homie too. Honestly. Yeah, he was there. He was there, and he had some resin bog dwellers that were super sick. They were like mixed part glitter. And yeah, I almost bought one, but I already have the vinyl one, so I was like, what am I doing? I don't need, But yeah, shout out Bog Squad for sure.
When you guys are at these
I,
conventions and you're supposed to be selling, how hard is it not to be just scooping up like a handful of things like bog squads?
very hard. And
Yeah.
another thing for me is I'm terrible, especially people that I don't already know. I'm terrible at going around to other tables and actually seeing what's at the show. So I did not know that Box Squad was there until just now.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
but
tough. I mean, you
yeah,
gotta watch your table, and like you were vending alone. But yeah, he was at Crawler Club's table. He just had some stuff at his table. But yeah, it's. I mean, dude, for me, it's fucking tough. Like last year, I didn't vend at Decon. Hopefully, I'll be vending there this year. But like, dude, it's just like every single time, like you just find cool, like super cool shit that you want to spend money on. And I feel like it's one of those things where like before I was a pretty big collector, I still am, but like now that I'm making toys and shit, and a lot of that money's got to go back, especially vinyl. Like it's just so fucking expensive, dude. Unless you're, getting your molds cheap, or like I don't know, having someone pull them in the U.S. or something. Like it's just fucking expensive. So like I feel like all the money I was using to collect shit and like buy shit from other people now is like literally just going into my fucking toys, and I'm like, just selling them so I can keep making them.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did mostly trading at the show, which I was trying not to be an asshole to people because they would come up and be like, "Hey, would you want to do a trade?" And I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be real. I'm broke, so I don't know. I'm gonna see how much I can sell." But Sunday's usually the day that it's a little slower, so you start going around and you hear the voices in your head. So that's usually when you start making deals and everything.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I know Eddie was slanging. He was trading some stuff. Eddie got this fucking insane RoboCop. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was like fuck, who was I feel so bad. Toy Tokyo, right? In the back left or back right. They had some crazy shit, and he's like, "Yo, check it out." And he got like this giant ass fucking RoboCop. I don't know who made it, but it's like this huge RoboCop, and I'm like, "Dude, Ed, what are you doing, dude? He loves RoboCop and Terminator, dude. It's like his favorite, and Ghost Rider, dude.
Ghost Rider Man thing, yeah,
Yeah, yep.
same.
But yeah, so I mean, it was pretty good. Like I said, like it was one of those things where I feel like when you want to trade with someone, it's tough because like sometimes it's like you want the thing, but you also like need inventory too. Like I don't know, it's one of those things too. Like especially with resin stuff, like unless you're just doing some like really easy dump molds or like stuff that's just like I don't know, like maybe low, like maybe not as much effort or like smaller or like stuff like that. Like it's tough. I feel like especially if you do like low runs of stuff. So, but yeah, if you both have your eye on something that you both like and it's like you both want to trade, it feels so good, because definitely when you're making toys, it's like I said, it's tough to like spend money on toys too. So, but I still fucking do it. I mean, my fiance is gonna fucking absolutely murder me probably, but that's how it
It's
goes.
definitely even as somebody who does this, like we notice it anytime that a collector they get the fever and they're like, I got to start making. We're like, well, we know that they're gonna buy less toys because there's their money like for resin and paint and everything else. Like it's just how it goes, dudes. Now you
Yep.
talked about the good side of trades. What do you like? How do you guys handle it when you're at these conventions? You're face to face. Somebody asks you to do a trade, and realistically, like they don't really have a whole lot of stuff, and their stuff's not really on par per se with where some of your work is. How do you handle something like that?
I'll let
Cool
CoolCat
cat.
go first.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, cool cat, you gotta take this one, homie.
Well, like you said, it depends on the item. It's like I would love to support anybody and get something from anybody, but if it's straight up something that I feel like could not have a place in my collection, you know what I mean? I mean, because you can't be into everything. But it's like I know a big part of the scene is like carded figures, but that is not something I really like collect. You know? I don't have room for it. So especially like when somebody is like wanting to trade and it's like a carded figure or something, it's like, yeah, I think it's awesome and I know how much work goes into it and everything, but I'm thinking about like, what's it going to be like getting it home? Do I have room for it? So I just, I try to not to make excuses or anything. I feel bad sometimes when I tell people I'm not sure if I'm going to trade, and then I'm trading with somebody next to them. It's a little awkward, you know. It's weird, but I think everybody knows that people want to support each other, and I wouldn't think anybody would take it personally. So I try not to get worried about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's like the same thing. Like it's just like, you know, like if someone comes up to you and you know them, especially if you know them, I feel like it's easier. If you don't know them, it's a little harder. And I feel like to me sometimes like I'm like it's the same thing. You want to support everyone and like you want to like give, you know, like help out other artists because you know that maybe they don't have as much money because they're spending their money on toys, like we were saying. But yeah, I think it depends. Like you were saying, like you're not gonna like everything, and I feel like you just gotta let them down easy. That's the easiest way. Just like you know, like I'm not doing trades right now, right? And then maybe don't like immediately turn to the next person and be like, want to trade? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's kind of like what you do. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just out there like making goblins and putting stickers around and shit, you know?
Respectful tact, I suppose, would maybe be like the best way.
Yeah. Just be polite, and I think it's like, you know, like especially if you don't know the person, like they're not gonna. If they get mad, that's crazy because like, you know, it's not like they're your friend or something. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I do like the idea of the carded stuff because I really like carded stuff too. But it's just like I don't have room. Like I don't have a big house or anything, so like all my like vintage stuff that's carded is just like sitting in bins. You know what I mean? Like. Zombie Sailor, bro. That guy, he just fucking traveled back through time and just got me all this carded shit. And now I don't have anywhere to put it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, man, and like let's be real, there's certain artists in our scene that like they're completely devoted to the card backs. That's kind of like the whole missing link to the piece they've made and the title of the piece kind of deal.
Yep.
Now, Koopy, I'm going to go over to your page, homie, because, of course, I wasn't at AR. I'm a little bit new to you. I'm not going to try and BS, man. I'll be totally upfront.
I'm pretty new to toys, honestly, man. Like, you know, I am a toy. But, like, yeah, like, honestly, I've just, like I said, mostly just kind of started dabbling into it. And I'm, like, 3 years in. And I just released my my vinyl toy. I can't remember. Honestly, I can't even fucking remember. I think honestly, like the first time I had it at an event was this past 5 points. I think, because before I mostly just had resin versions of these guys, and then I got shout out AK so much. They helped me produce it, but yeah, they helped me make it. They're like little 3-inch goblins. So yeah, man, it's been fun.
These your vinyls or are these guys resin?
Yeah, those are vinyl. Yeah, they're vinyl.
Fuck, man, smart to get the 3 head pulls for the bodies, man.
Yeah, that's a super sneaky tactic. There's a lot of people that do that shit. Actually, one of my favorite toy makers, Draculaser, shout out Scott he just released a fucking set for his show Mandarake, and it's the same shit, dude. It's like same body but different head, and they're just so fucking sick, you know.
It's nice, but I mean, it's gonna be a little bit more pricey as well, getting those pulls.
Yeah, I mean, it's like honestly, it's like the amount that it takes. It just depends where you go too. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's pricing is different. But yeah, it was a little bit more. But actually, you know, while you have them up, I just ordered a new colorway, so I'll have those. I'll keep it secret what they're gonna be, but I'll have those probably in a couple months. And yeah, look out for the drop because it's gonna be cool.
Now I'm gonna ask as well, and don't have to answer if you don't want to, but who pulls your vinyl for you, friend? And you might have already mentioned it, I believe.
Oh, I don't know the exact factory, but it's Chinese soft vinyl. So yeah, it's not true Safubi, but you know, everybody doing it in China these days.
Homie, I don't think anybody from this scene's about to bust your balls for that one, man.
Yeah, I know, dude.
We just
you got the purists coming in like, ooh, is that not Japanese?
Oh,
You know, and I'm like, ah, dude, they can like smell. They come up to the table, like they got their neck beards and shit, and they're like, this doesn't smell Japanese. You know? No, I'm kidding.
doesn't have
That's not
that
how it goes.
intense chemical intensity to it.
Nah, I'm just fucking around. But yeah, yeah, they're getting pulled in China though. But yeah, man. I mean, they're super sick. It's just a 2-part toy. I'm hopefully gonna get some more stuff made that's maybe a little more complicated. But yeah.
And when you were doing your table, dude, what kind of variety of works did you have? Because obviously I'm scanning over your page. You've got like vinyl. You were talking about resin. You do slaps.
Yeah, so if you scroll down, like a lot of
Yeah.
the shit I had was ceramic. So if you see those 3 pieces right there,
Damn.
I actually had the yeah, so like I've been trying to get better with sculpting and stuff and making like and doing more sculpts myself. And so yeah, I've been like doing ceramics, and I think it's really interesting because it's one of those things where like it's like it's like on the same level, but it's different in a way, right? Like it's still like sculpts, and like it's like that Maba style, or like I'm making all these like little monster heads.
I'm with you, man.
But yeah, actually, I sold this one at Assembly Required, so
yeah.
it was pretty hype. She came right up, and she was just like, "Yo, he's coming home with me," and her kid was scared of him, so it was kind of sick. Like, yeah.
Well, because like let's be real, ceramic isn't something that's super easy, let alone accessible. So
Yeah.
to find something like this, of course, this is like one of a kind and fucking dope, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's just been fun. Like,
Interesting.
just absolutely fucking, I don't know, even know. Just get super blitzed and then go to the studio and just make some cool stuff. I don't know.
Fair.
Yeah.
Do you have is there like a workshop near you that like offers like a kiln or anything?
Yeah. There's a
No doubt.
studio near me that I have a membership to. I mean, I honestly, I highly recommend everybody like going to take a class if you're into toy making and sculpting.
Fair.
Like a lot of local ceramic studios will offer classes, and sometimes they can be pricey, but you can get like hand building classes and you know, take it for like 8 weeks. That's what I did. And then if you're interested and you like it, you know, keep going. But I think it's just cool. Like honestly, when I was doing it, I wanted to make like scaled up vintage figures and stuff, but or like vintage characters in that style, but it just didn't. I just started making all my own or like original stuff. It just worked out that way. I don't know.
Fair, man. It seems to be working. Yo, Cool
Yeah.
Cat. I see Raygun down below there, but Cool Cat, I'm gonna get you to go over some of your stuff because you've got a huge variety of works, man. I'm curious when you're packing up that much work and you're trying to put it all on the table. How do you kind of plot that out? Like, what do you kind of push, man? How do you put focus? I suppose.
Straight off the dome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just freeball it.
Yeah, just playing it by ear, just like everything else in my life.
Dude,
I tell my
dude, the sea turtles are so sick. I
Thanks,
meant
man.
to tell that to you, dude. I saw you post that shit. It's so cool, dude. I love
appreciate
that. I
it.
love how you like diversified the turtle. It's so fire.
And I have more. I have more coming.
Sick.
But yeah, I tell myself I'm gonna be different for each show. I'm gonna have my shit together. 5 Points was the most prepared I'd ever been, and that was a breeze setting up and everything. I've done Assembly Required for 4 years now, and I don't know if it's because we were in a new city or I was traveling alone or whatever, but setting up for this show felt like it was like my first time. It's like I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured it out. It's always funny when you're trying to set up your table, especially when you're doing it on Saturday morning, and you're seeing everybody that you haven't seen in months, and you're like, "What's up, dude?" And you're talking, you're hugging, and everything, but you're also trying to set up your table because you got like 45 minutes until showtime. But yeah, as far as like taking stuff or for the drive and boxing everything up, I am also a last minute person. So a lot of what I had for Assembly Required, I had painted the eyes the day before I left, or I had sealed them. And I'm like Brett, where I'm not a huge fan of painting at all. So I'm gonna try and cast anything I can in the color I want it to be, and then painting is always the last option. So, but yeah, that's just how it is for me. I've come to accept it because I've tried to change, and I just keep on doing the same thing.
I feel
But
you, man.
yeah.
How many pieces would you say you brought with you to AR?
This time it was right around 50. Yeah, because I had 30 turtles. So that was like 15 of each kind. So the snapping turtle and then the sea turtle. And then I had a bunch of carded figures that had failed to post before the show, so not everybody knew that they were there. And I didn't have all the room on my table because I was sharing with Discuss and Justin to just have them all out there. So I ended up just having them in this little box and told people to go through them and everything. But yeah, so around 50, I think. I didn't do a complete inventory count, but yeah.
How dare you?
I know, right?
What kind of a professional are you? Yeah, I'm gonna hop out of the stop share for a second. I'm gonna pull Raygun Wizard in if you're all good, homie.
Yeah, sounds good.
You're me.
Sorry I'm late, guys. Yeah.
Hey.
It's all
I'm
good.
not on
What's
the
up?
East Coast anymore.
Fashionable
Yo, what up?
late.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, did you guys all get a chance to meet each other when you were at AR?
I talked with CoolCat a little bit. I think I picked up one of your Grimhorn pieces. It's probably like one of my favorites from the show. I don't know if I talked with Gloopy at all.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I just like quickly when I was walking by, I just said like, "Hey, what's up?" And that like Eddie, I was over at Eddie's studio and he was like painting your toy up. But
Oh yeah, I remember that. We talked about that.
But yeah, I feel like CoolCat, like I've seen your stuff because I know Eddie tattooed you and like we've chatted a couple times, but we haven't had a whole lot of time to like hang out. But it's the same kind of thing. Like I've seen him vending, we said hello, you know.
And I know Raygun from February, Assembly Required. We hung out there for a little bit.
That was a good show, man.
Yes.
That was the first time I ever saw the Shell Shocks. I think you sold out at that show.
Yeah, I only brought 15. So yeah.
Only brought 15. What a
it was his debut, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, why didn't you have 50?
because I had one mold. I have 3 molds now.
Smart, man. Yo, Raygun Wizard, you kind of, because you weren't here at the beginning, I forced everybody to have that awkward moment where they go solo mode and tell everybody quickly who they are, what they kind of do. So I'm going to pull you solo for a second, just so you can kind of introduce yourself to the homies in the chat here.
Sure, yeah. Sorry I'm late again. I just moved to St. Louis, so I'm like kind of getting used to the central time. But Raygun Wizard or Eli, if we ever meet in person, you can come say hi. Been doing like resin toys for probably 10 years since college, and just got into Sofubi like last year. And so I have like my first figure, Cube Head. It's kind of like what I got going on right now. He's kind of just like based off of an old like resin bootleg that I was working on kind of in my spare time in my mid-20s. But yeah, I just did a assembly required with these guys, picked up a whole bunch of stuff, and just happy to be here. Appreciate the invite.
Now, I'm curious because, again, I know B's had one. I should have probably lurked your page more. But with Cubehead, is that all original sculpt for you?
So like he was, so I used to do like bootleg resin toys, right? So he was like a Mechanic character, like a Motu character, and I just kind of like took apart the head and some of the inner parts and just sculpted around the torso and the legs and gave him like, so the head is like all original, the hands and the arms, or the hands and the feet, and then the little loincloth. But there's not too much deviation from like the Motu base on the body. So you just, I feel like, you know, people like things that are familiar, and it was a great form factor for him.
Yeah, the buck was there, man. Now, you mentioned that you've been doing resin toys for 10 years?
Yeah, I started in college with my friend, shout out King Wave on Instagram. we just kind of like got into looking at like Sucklord's page and Healy Made and guys like that, and just like being able to make your own toys. I didn't even know that was like a thing. So it was like crazy that we discovered it, and Extra Terrestrial hooked us up with like the knowledge of like, okay, you need a pressure pod and you can use smooth on and stuff like that. So it's been a long time. Been working on stuff for a while. Not like super consistent until the past couple of years, but
No, but honestly, in this scene, I feel like even kind of knowing about resin toys, indie toys for the last 10 years, like that already kind of puts you in like the vet category, I think, for most of us. And Cool Cat kind of said it, right? The COVID baby. I think for a lot of us, it kind of ended up being once we were at home more, Instagram, that kind of stuff. So how, if you don't mind my asking, with that much experience then, have you done many shows, or was this kind of still one of the more first ones for you?
this was like the second one that I did. I was talking with Eddie too, and I was surprised how many people got in during COVID. I didn't know that like I was doing completely different shit during COVID. I was not doing art. I wish I had been, but um, this is my first show. It was kind of just like a hobby when I first started. You know, I had like another Instagram account, some smaller number of followers, and the stuff was not like super quality. It was kind of just like junky little sculpts that I was doing out of Sculpey and kit bashing like old Star Wars toys and stuff, like most people, you know.
So I guess with this being like your second, the February one, maybe your first?
Yeah, that's right.
Hot damn, man. Now, what pushed you to move towards vinyl, if you don't mind my asking?
Dude, I've always loved Sofubi. It's like it's always been my favorite thing. Even when I didn't like in college, you don't have, you know, any money to collect the stuff, right? So like I would just be looking at pieces online, and I would be looking at like Skinner pieces, like the Crawlus that came out back then was like one of the sickest things I had ever seen. And then I just loved it. And it was like it's cool because you can't really get it here, you know, like or you couldn't. I mean, it's getting bigger, but you're still on mute. But
I'm just reacting. I'm just emoting to what you're saying. You know?
but yeah,
But
I mean, it's like you can't get it, and it looks cool, and the paint's cool, and it's like got all these familiar characters like Godzilla and shit. So I'm all about it. I love it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, the ceramic stuff is crazy. I saw you guys looking at some pictures of that. My
Thanks,
wife does
man.
some ceramics, and we took a hand building class together. It was like
Yeah,
it's fun, and the pieces look really cool.
thanks. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just fun, dude. Honestly, though, like for me, because I've been like so busy, because I also like the toy stuff is on the side for now. Nah, that's just, you know, until maybe, right, one day maybe. But yeah. Anyway, so I feel like it's hard to get time because that shit takes so long.
Yeah,
Like I'm like forcing myself to try and go once a week, and it's tough like to try and like thumbnail shit up to make. So I feel like a lot of times I'll get there, finish stuff up, and feel like I have to do a sculpt when I'm there. So it's kind of cool. Like some of the shit recently in the last couple of weeks have been a little more wonky, but it's cool to just like sit there with like a blob of clay and just make something in like 40 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
did you guys find yourselves at this recent convention? And we'll start with Raygun and we'll work our way around. But did you find yourselves having to explain to many of the people coming to the convention what it is your table was, like what your work is?
I had a lot of people come and like know what they were looking for, which was kind of sick. Like I had a couple pieces painted by Kachina, and some people were like they would recognize the colors used and the paint and stuff. And I had to tell them afterwards. I was like, dude, people knew your stuff, man. So that was cool. And then I definitely had a lot of people come by and ask for like tips on airbrushing and stuff. So I feel like everyone kind of knew what was going on, you know. Is this a resin toy? Is this a vinyl toy? I didn't really feel like too many people were kind of like out of the element there.
Right. No one was lost completely.
As far as my stuff goes, everybody sort of knew about silicone and resin and everything, but a lot of people this time weren't really familiar with Glyos. I met a lot of people that didn't know that Glyos was like, you know, all interchangeable and everything, and It's basically Lego. That's like my pitch. I always say is it's like Lego meets action figures. You know, you can make whatever you want to with it, everything. So I was definitely putting in the word for Matt Dowdy and all the guys under Glyos. But yeah, pretty much, I would tell them, this is hand sculpted, and then people would ask me, what I used. And so, yeah, as far as materials go, they were pretty familiar with it, everything.
Yeah, I would just say most of the people that walk by kind of just were like looking at shit. Like I feel like I don't know if there's that many people though. I mean, I feel like the one that we were just talking about, like ceramics, like people would literally be like, "Is this ceramic?" Like I feel like I heard that shit a lot, which makes sense because they're like, "What the fuck is this doing here?" This is a toy show, but in a good way. But yeah, I don't think so. I also had a bunch of random shit on my table because when I was at Collecticon, I was next to Galaxor. I don't know if you guys know Galaxor, but I was vending next to them. They're super chill. And so I had a couple of his toys there. I had a couple of AK So Much's toys at my table because they're going to have some of my stuff in Taiwan Toy Festival. And so we kind of just like a swap. And I'm just trying to think like what else. I had like a Fat Hand Toys. Like my buddy Rob was there and he had shit there. So I feel like I had a bunch of shit all over the table. So it's kind of just people like browsing, like looking, I feel like it wasn't a lot of people asking me how I made stuff. If they did, it was like about the ceramics and shit. But yeah. But also Raygun, I have to take back, or no, it wasn't Raygun, CoolCat. I feel like the painting thing, I understand what you mean, but I almost feel that way about resin, dude. Cause I'm like it's just like so unforgiving. And like, I'm not using the, I'm still working on making molds. Obviously, like I'm not super sick with molds. I'm just doing dump molds mostly when I do resin stuff. But yeah, I'm still using like the 35-40 minute cure shit where like it's terrible when you pull one out and it's just like there's a bubble in the foot. I mean, like people will fix it, like put a little hot glue in there and paint over it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's torture. That's why I'm like, the appeal of vinyl is so sick because it just fucking gets hand delivered to you and then you just paint it. And I feel like for me, the painting's fun. Like the reason why I'm talking about that is because at my table I had one of the mutant cops from Violence Toys and I did like a one-off and it was like super sick, like neon fluorescent green and it just like when I finished painting that toy, like you're like, dude, this rules. Like, but I know what you mean because it's a pain in the ass, dude, and it's like so toxic too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think I would like painting more if I didn't have to cast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
If I didn't cast the stuff,
yeah.
I feel like I would enjoy painting more. But when I was talking to Lee of Hip Hop Toys and also Brett, General Purpose, about how I've had problems in the past where I've taken the time to paint stuff, and like I have like little heads that are painted underneath figures' helmets and everything, and it's like I don't know what it is. That's what we were talking about. Is I pull it out of the package and it's all tacky, and I'm like, I did all the prep work for it, and washing the resin. I don't use a lot of mold release, but I dry it off, alcohol wipe it and everything. But I've still had experiences where I've spent so much time painting something, and then it's completely just ruined because I've taken it out of the package and it's been tacky. And I found out I wasn't the only one that has dealt with that, but that's really discouraged me from like doing more painting than I already do.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just wasted my time a couple times.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the thing is like about resin though, and I feel like with a lot of collectors it's the same way too. Like they just like the pigment or whatever, and then that's it. Like that. They like the look of it. You know what I mean? And I do too. I mean,
yeah.
The resin toys I had too were the same way. Like I didn't paint them. You know what I mean?
You nailed it, dude. Let's be real. Painting anything, including even vinyl, Wonder Vinyl Painter is probably a game changer for most of the vinyl painters. I think before that, most people were typically freaking out in the same way that CoolCat's talking about when you grab a tacky piece, man. When you guys are traveling and you're unwrapping butt-like pieces, how do you deal with that when you're already at the show? hasn't happened yet?
I don't think so. No, I mean, I
Hot
feel
damn.
like I feel like I have to like at least check. I feel like most of my stuff is trash, so like I'm like, yo, I gotta make sure it like at least the paint's not gonna wipe off. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit's crazy. Like if you're selling shit like that, like you should not be vending. Like I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like if you're gonna sell something to someone, it's one thing if it's a little rough. Maybe there's like a little flash, or like, you know, maybe there's a little like chip in the resin or something, whatever, bubble in the foot. But like, yeah, if there's like wet stuff that's gonna rub off, or like, dude, you can't sell that. Like, you never know if some dude's gonna take it home and his kid's gonna be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like,
I put a lot of shit in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not even your
Yeah.
kid, dog. It's gonna be me. I'm the one getting paint. In my
You're
mouth.
like, ooh, that looks like candy. Like
110%, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Raygun Wizard, man. I kind of asked the other dudes earlier when you were rocking your table. Was it just you at your table? So sorry.
Yeah, just me this time.
Yep. And then were you selling other like crafts or wares? I suppose. Like, did you basically just have your cube heads, or were you rocking like sticker packs or pins or any of that kind of stuff?
So I have this like gotcha machine that I made. It's got like
yeah, shit was sick.
thanks, man. Yeah, I was like, I wanted to do because I really like Meow Wolf, right? So I got this shirt from there, Killer Acid. Love that setup. I love that a bunch of artists get together and just build set pieces that are like from another world, right? So I was like, I want to build this. So I build this gotcha machine and hook it up with some lights and stuff. And so it's got like these little capsules in it with some resin minis of different characters that I have. And like that like killed it. Like people love that. I brought like, I think I made like 45. And I sold all of them except for one. The last one I gave away to some guy who was looking to complete the set of the 3 figures that I had, which was cool. And then I had a few resin toys, a figure called Void Boy. He's like a cube head, but then like a little kaiju body, and some stickers, stuff for people to just kind of grab and stick in their bags. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to have. So I have like another figure coming out. I'm really psyched to have him available at the next show. Yeah, some Void Boys here.
I'm digging that, dude. And these guys are resin?
Yeah, they're like so this first run was rotocasted with like smooth on 65D or something. But that's like, it was pretty hard to do by hand, and I didn't really like it. Those figures came out good, but the ones that I had to show were solid 65D.
Dude, that's got to be a lot of resin when you're doing it solid.
So like they come in like a pint, right? And I was able to get like probably 5 or 6 pieces out of one kit. So sell one of those for like $45, and then you can buy a whole other kit if you want.
Fair. And
it is a lot of resin, though. It's pretty substantial. I'd like to do the rotocasting more.
It's a tough one though, man.
Yeah, it's tough, and then people can't squeeze it. Like I think about Retrobin, like I have a bunch of the horror heads and shit, and like it's always like don't squeeze, and you pick it up and you're like, I just want to fucking squeeze it, dude. I just want to fucking squeeze it. And like the other one, like I feel like when you pick up the solid toy like that, like resin toy, it's really heavy. Like paying $45 for that feels easy. You know what I mean? Like it feels like there's some weight to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm always like, because he does so much of that rotocasting, I'm like zooming in on his Instagram videos trying to figure the model of like the rotocaster that he has. I can't find it anywhere. So I'm like,
dude, I'm pissed. I want the toy. Like I have a bunch of his, but I don't have there's one guy for it. He's a collector, and like he sent me a picture he posted. I just like saw it, and he had like all of them. And he has the one because he actually made one of the rotocaster like thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
With like the little heads on it, and I was like, dude, it's so sick. I don't know what that shit is either. I know like because I think you said you already rotocasting stuff, or
yeah, but I'm just doing it by hand. But he's got like a
okay, yeah, I know.
Dedicated machine.
I don't know if you guys know Life Machine at all. But Life Machine like built, and I know other people do this too, but like you can build one of those wooden ones that like
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about all that, bro. I'll be honest.
I did build a wooden one with like the two frames that like rotate around each
Okay, you
other.
did. All right, got you.
But it's not like motorized, so I still have to like kind of turn it by hand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's super difficult. If you're gonna try and do like 30 pieces, like that's brutal.
yeah.
You nailed it, dude. Like, it's one thing to do maybe one, but the moment you start doing 30 fucking pieces, like, and how do you guys not get bored with that? Let's be real. You're doing a show. Cool Cat, you had 50 pieces. How do you not get bored looking at that, doing a run, getting ready for a show like this?
Oh, I do.
Raygun. Oh, you do? Yeah, fair. Well, okay.
Yeah, you can ask my family. I'm in the worst mood possible up before a show. I'm like, I don't want to do this ever again. And then
It's
I
the
come
resin,
back from the
dude. I'm telling you, that shit sucks sometimes, bro. Like it's just like
It's like I
set a
enjoy.
timer. All right, pull it out. Set a timer. Pull
It just
out.
gets monotonous, you know.
Dude,
It just
yeah.
gets monotonous, especially when you're doing a run and everything. But I usually procrastinate up until like 3 to 2 weeks before the show, and then I just start cranking shit out. And but it just gets a little overwhelming. But then I come back from the show and I see everybody and reminded of how great the community is, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it again. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
But the week before the show, I'm like, nope, never doing this. I'm quitting.
I saw a
Moving out to
video
the
that
woods.
you posted with like this. It was like a drum mold. It was like every piece for the shell shock, and it was like all roped together as if you were doing like one big cat. I can't even imagine. I'm struggling with like one little mold, and you're doing like I don't know how many 10, 12 pieces at once.
It's
It's
more than
crazy,
that,
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
it's wild.
I have three. I have not counted them up, but I have three sets of molds for shell shock. So that's like 10 to 12 molds. You know, a lot of them are small, and then I use cake pans to lower them down in the pressure pot. So yeah, it's a lot of work.
Dude, you're literally getting Cool Cat's blood, sweat, and tears when you buy a turtle. Dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But they're quality though. Those are like
I mean, yeah,
some of
they
the best
look
resin
sick.
toys I've ever seen.
Thank you.
And it's like
Appreciate that.
it's like truly a toy too. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
That's exactly what my brain was thinking too, man. Like, and they're a fucking toy, dude. Like, in the most polite way possible. Because I get you guys are making art, so like, you know, the word toy sometimes gets thrown around in places people don't like it. But like, no, fuck no, man. That thing has some.
They're straight up
playability.
toys.
yeah, because like I think like
dope.
I don't know, like it's like the ones
It's
I
like-
made, you know.
You have to play with this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I didn't even know
You-
you could take them out and shit. Like I thought it was all in place. So
Yeah, it's the little gunners can come out and everything.
yeah, it's sick.
It's all modular. Yeah, and I love playing with it, you know, and I tell people at the show because I've had people not buy my pieces, and understandably so, because I've said they're resin and they're used to like the normal brittle resins or you know doesn't have any flex in them, and I'm like, you could throw this against the wall and it would fly to pieces, but you could put them back together, and then I usually get the sale after that. But yeah, they're toys, straight up.
Yeah, because I feel like I talk about this a lot with like my friends and stuff in the who make toys. Is like a lot of times it's like, you know, especially with people who like vintage toys too, right? And like it's like at what point is it just art more than like a toy? And I feel like the vinyl stuff is definitely like, you know, you can same shit. You can throw at the wall. A lot of times there's articulation and stuff like that. But with the resin stuff, sometimes it's just like a cool little art piece, you know, and it's like in toy form, but you know, you wouldn't like be jumping around or like posing it or whatever. But yeah, I think that is definitely a toy for sure, dude. It has like dope ass like Beast Wars G.I. Joe fusion action, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I get Battle Beasts, I get Dino Riders,
yeah,
all that shit.
yeah.
Even
That's
Mighty
fun,
Max. Got a lot of Mighty Max
Oh hell yeah.
in Philly. So
Yeah, dude. I just saw. Speaking of Mighty Max, I don't know who made it. I just followed them or found it. They did like a dope ass Tarman one. I don't know if you saw it.
Oh yeah, it was like a car. It was on a card too.
Yeah, it
There's
was like
B.
a carded Tarman one. Yo, what up?
Hi.
All right, B. I've had these gents on for an hour, and it's one of those lovely ones where they just happen to love toys as much as we love toys. So we're just talking toys really now. Do you
Yeah.
have anything that you might want to ask, and not knowing what we've already discussed here this evening?
Me?
Yeah, you fun.
Yes. Raygun Wizard, Gloopy Goblin. We need to schedule you guys to come back, do a little solo thing. Grant, we've heard from you enough, dude.
Yeah. I
Grant,
agree.
how you doing, buddy? How's the family?
They're good. They're good. Mom wants to make a cameo sometime, so maybe she'll fly in here eventually.
I was literally
So
just
we'll
about to
see.
say, like, Grant, be careful. B's gonna ask about your mom next, and you bring it up. The fuck's going on with this shit?
Look,
What am
I
missing
told.
here?
Look, when we finally decided I was going to do this trip by myself, Mom was like, "Okay, I understand. You know, things weren't working out." And then it was like the week before the show, my mom was like, "Are you sure you want to go alone?" She kept on asking me. She's like, "I can come. You know, I know it might be a little weird." And I was like, "No, I
Please
just
invite me.
yeah, I just need to take this trip by myself, you know, just to get it out of the way, and you know, just take my first solo trip and everything." And she was, she was asking if all these people are going to be there, and she was like, "Is B going to be there?" And I said, "I don't think so." And then the week, the Thursday before the show, when B just like dipped out the stream, I got a little suspicious, and I didn't know that he was coming at that point. And then so before I left Friday, I was like, "Mom, if somebody's there, I'm not going to say who, but if somebody's there that I did not expect to be there, you can't be mad at me, okay? Because I didn't know."
Nah,
And then
she stood me up. That's cool. That's cool. I get it.
and then
Gloop,
Saturday,
where are you at, bro? Are you on
I
the
turned
dark
to my
side?
left. I'm sorry.
I see that. I was just gonna say, Gloop, where are you at, bro? Are you in a cave?
Yeah, I'm actually in an undisclosed location. I'm locked up in Eddie's basement right now. I've been down here since AR. Yeah, so can somebody help me?
Like in Parks Unknown.
Yeah.
Nice. No, man. You know what? I didn't catch any of what you guys talked about, so I'll have to go back and check that out. But yeah, dude, I'm sure the AR talk was great, dude. All three of these gents had super cool booths. We're gonna look at some Gloop stuff tonight for sure. One of them little vinyl figures. I don't know if you showed those or not, but those are super rad, dude. I love those. Raygun Wizard, dude. We showed some stuff last week. That paint job on the cube head from Kachina, that was super sick.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Void Boy, dude. I have one of those first run Void Boys. And those ones, the ones at the show were solid though, right?
Yeah, they're solid now.
Yeah, dude. You know what? And I didn't even pick one of those up. I should have picked one of those up.
I got one left. So.
Oh shit. Okay, shit. Well, you didn't have to say that. And then, dude, CoolCats. There were people like when you come to that. There was somebody that was there and couldn't decide on which one to buy, so we ended up buying both of them. And we started talking, and it's like, dude, how can you not get like both of them, right? And we just kind of started talking about the sculpt, and the guy was like, "Oh, I didn't know he sculpted those." And I'm just like, "Come on, bro! Like, where you been? What are you doing? You new here?" And I think the dude was new there. And but anyways, that was cool, man. We're also going to look at Gloopy, your buddy, Fat Hand and Toys, dude. Snagged a little piece from him. I know the table was right next. I can't remember if you guys were sharing a table. The table was just
yeah.
Right next to
He's
each
my
other,
good buddy. He's actually the one.
Yeah, dude. Good one.
Making toys. So.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, right on. We'll look at some of those. Or the piece that he did tonight too. So. Yeah, right on, everybody, for popping in, man.
So,
God, it's been an hour already, huh?
Yeah, well, we're going to kick you guys all off, but before we do, we'll let you guys each do a quick little last run of what you got coming up, what we should be looking out for, and how we can maybe get any of your remaining AR scraps that you have. So, Raygun, I'm going to start with you, my dude.
Yeah, so I guess what I got coming up is sending a couple pieces over to Monster a Go-Go in Australia for Weird Kid Club. I think that'll be October, so that's kind of been painting a couple pieces here. And then I think I'm gonna do this like Zectron collab that I've been working on. I'm gonna probably do a release for this maybe Sunday. It's like his ghoul head, and then I just stuck it on a cube head body.
Was curious about those behind you. Those look fucking rad, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a little dark in here, but I think they look pretty good. And then this year I'll have a new figure, new soft vinyl. It's Zorp. You can find the video for that on my page if you're interested. And then I don't think I have too much from Assembly Required left over. I think I have one of those Void Boys. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty good year, I think. Really excited for my new figure to come out.
And just hit you in the DMs if they want to scoop that, man.
It should just be on my shop. It's just posted up there. So.
Fair. I know you're new here, so I apologize. All right.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, man.
Welcome to the
All
show.
right, give us that rundown, dude.
All right, yo. So Decon, I'll be there with some new shit. But October 1st, I got to drop new vinyl figure. It's a surprise.
Nice.
So yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Gloopy Goblin, for that. And yeah, I don't have too much stuff from AR, but I do have some ceramic stuff left over. And I do have a new colorway of the goblins coming out soon. So yeah, just stay tuned for that.
Same thing. Hit you in the DMs if you got a shop that can grab that stuff.
Yeah, just hit me in the DMs. I don't have a lot of stuff in my web shop usually, but I just do drops here and there. So
Fuck yeah. Sorry, dude. Love you. I wasn't prepped for the empty screen. Cool cat. Lay it out for us, my dude. And you also have to include what the plans for that mustache are. We need to know if it's going to keep coming.
It's in the Lord's hands, as we said. Yeah. Right now, since I've gotten back from Philly, I've been lazy, and we've also just rescued a new kitten. So I've been not getting back to my work as I should have been. But this is just a normal shell shock. But I do have some ideas that are in the works for shell shocks and some new versions. I told some people at AR what I have in mind, and I think it's gonna be pretty rad. I'm not gonna wear out the turtles, but I like turtles, and I think they're cool, and people really seem to like them. I do have some Captain Killdevil carded stuff, and some sea turtles. Not this one, but ones like it in my store. It's in my Instagram bio link. I've had some problems with my my domain name changing and expiring, so but the link's in my bio. And do you wanna? 1 second. I'll show you the reason why I haven't been making stuff lately.
That is a pretty adorable reason, I'll be honest.
Yeah, she's a little ragamuffin. She's got a bushy ass tail. I'm just like showing you like she's an action figure.
I was kind of curious what you were
She's
going
fully
for.
articulated and everything. And she's a real sweetheart. But yeah, she's taking up a lot of time. You know what I mean?
For everybody.
Yeah. So
Hero
you gonna say
duty.
hello?
I will.
She's just standing here staring at me. So.
Oh, it's B's secret.
Hi.
Hi, Mrs. Saunders.
Hi, this is Mama Cool Cat.
Can you hear her? Can you hear her?
What? Yes.
Okay.
Why'd you put your camera on me? That was weird. Why'd you do that?
It's my first time here.
You're right.
So she missed everybody at AR, but
Yes, I did.
she'll
Well,
be
that's
there in
ridiculous.
February.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. February, there you go. See you then,
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah, I missed all my friends. I was very jelly of Grant, but I'm glad he got to go solo too. Good experience
What?
for him.
He's a big boy. Look at that mustache.
And next year you're gonna have Resin Blood do a tattoo for you, right?
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
up for it.
Okay. All right.
I feel bad for
I'll
this
do a
one. I'm
cool
so
cat, on my arm.
All right.
Oh man. Pure
Lovely woman. They couldn't have known what was coming. So sorry.
No. Well, she watches the show regularly, so that's.
Well, then she knew. It's that
It's
fine
also-
line. Anyways, B, how the heck are you, my friend?
I'll tell you what, man. Busy,
Busy.
but we're sliding into the night, so should get much easier from here on out. And then we're up again early in the morning, doing the thing, and then back on the road again. So that's how it goes, man. Traffic, dude. LA traffic. Fuck.
I know.
It's the
Pisses me off.
worst. It's the worst. What's up, dude? So how did those the interviews they went good, yeah?
Oh, they were great, dude. And well, okay, let's be real, man. Like I started from like the creative discussions. I love sitting with a bunch of artists, and there's times I'm just sitting there, the three of them just popping off, talking toys. You know how it is, man. I like that kind of shit. It was good for me. Yeah. They're nice folks. Nice folks. They all
Yeah,
had
dude.
really smart things to say. They all fucking make some dope ass shit. We pulled up their pages. You actually met them. You've actually got some of their toys.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the Gloopy Goblin here in a minute. I think we looked at the CoolCat Raygun Wizard last week.
With the Gloopy Goblin, do you get all three heads? Did you buy several heads? Are alternate heads available? Did you buy one of each one? Tell me.
No, just the one, and it was cheap, dude. It was like $20, I think. Actually, I mean, since we're talking about it, we might as well show it. Where is it?
While you're pulling that out, and I saw all the comments coming in, but I didn't want to interrupt the dope folks that were here. Ashley, happy birthday, dog. It's Ashley Alvarado's birthday today. So happy birthday, my dude.
It is. Happy birthday, Ashley. That is awesome. I saw the picture of Ashley and Super Terrible Toys earlier today. Western Goods. What's up, dog? Yeah, I saw that post, a very cool post, and happy birthday to Ashley. Very good artist. Check that out. So here's the Gloopy Goblin piece that we were just talking about.
That's fun, man.
Yeah.
And I know it's so silly, but I do like seeing them in hands. It's fun to see it, and it looks fucking smooth.
Yeah, dude. Very nice, man. Look at the scale of that. Super cool. $20. Dude.
I like the neck articulation being on that like 45 angle like that.
Yeah.
That's a nice sculpt. Man. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I'm with Fletch. It's a fun size. Yeah. That's a good pocket toy, man. That's one of those pieces you can totally toss in your pocket.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Super cool. And he had a couple different ones of these. But man, if you're able to get one of these, pick one of those up for sure, dude. Gloopy Goblin, that's a good one. And I think he said what? He's got a new figure coming out October 1.
Yeah, they're going to be dropping it, I believe, at a buddy of theirs show, Liquid. I'll have to pull it up. I had the tab for it. We'll see it when we do tabs.
Nice. You want to just keep going on the pieces here?
Please, yeah. Just bombard me.
Bombard you. All right.
It's Christmas morning, and you're the kid.
Okay. Well, let's do this then. Dude, check this one out. God, these are so good. I don't know if you guys saw these or not. These are the mint chocolate chip colorway from ETC Toys. This is the General Enos 5.5 style vinyl. But, oh, dude, the colorway on that is just so fucking good, man. It's actually a little bit greener than what you can see on camera here as I'm looking at it. But, dude, that is super sick.
And with the green being a bit more greener, out of curiosity, is the marble a little bit more brown than it's showing?
You know what, dude? It looks like almost like a lightish, darkish to lightish gray, is what it looks like.
That's hot.
Yes.
The helmet's so cool on those, man.
Oh man, super cool. And it did come with the other helmet. I don't know if I brought the other helmet or not. I think I did. But the other helmet is solid, of course. But that's a fucking great figure, dude. The 5.5 styles of these are, God, dude, they're so great. They feel so good. Those are awesome, man. Check his website because he does have some of these that were on sale, like the camouflage colorway. That one was way cheap. He said the color, the camouflage didn't go over that well for whatever reason, but you can always repaint it. But if you can get your hands on one of those, or you know what I'm talking about, bam, snag one of those from ETC. The other one that I got was in that same colorway was the Swampy Sculpt. Ooh, that is sick right there. Super detailed out. Man, nice. Yeah, super nice. ETC on that one as well. I want to say these were like 30, maybe something like that. Check that one out.
Were they at AR?
Yes. No. They had a table. They had stuff from Don or Don't Care.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, which we'll look at next. But check that Swampy out, dude. I know you like that shit.
Man, that sculpt is so... And you know what I mean? This is one of those stupid times where it's like, thank you for doing that. It's like, thank you for commissioning somebody to make such a beautiful sculpt and then getting it made into fucking resin and vinyl. Like,
yeah,
that's cool. Like, I'm glad ETC did that, dude. That's a fucking dope piece.
Yeah, ETC and Copper Inks on that one. If you're not following Copper Inks, COPPERINKS, give that one a follow. But yeah, dude, the sculpt on this is super cool. So yeah, ETC on that one. Dude, check out these. We saw these. I think we looked at these either. I don't know what we did, man. We pulled these up on an account somewhere. But these are from Jason Lex, JASENLEX. These were super simple, dude. I want to say these were like $5 each, but I don't know what it is about these things. But they are so, they're durable for one. All right, but check that out. $5. $5. $5. Simple. Body, head, static, will stand. Great. He had these other pieces there too that were like these big cactuses that were part of another set. But I'm actually gonna get one of those cactuses from him at some point and make a little display on that. But anyways, yeah, these are sick, man. Jason Lex, JASENLEX. He had all types of minifigures. He does have a line called Henchmen. So check those out. You see those crumbs? Check those out, dude. Sick, dude. $5.
Yeah, that's fucking dope as all hell, man.
As the homie Fletch would say, $5 dues.
Those are bigger than I thought they were, to be honest, too.
Yeah, they're cool, man. Very nice. Jason Lex, I was saying that he does. He's got a bunch of minifigures too. This one is also from him. That's very cool.
They've been posting more and more recently as well.
Yeah, and he's actually been doing this for a while, man. Super nice dude. But yeah, he's got a little bit of history in the game. How about this shirt, dude, from Clash Brand? I'm sorry, Cash Brand. This is the one that we saw last week. Future Retro.
I almost said something about your shirt when you first came on, dude. That thing's fucking rad.
Yeah, man. I'm about to go fucking show all these fucking college kids what's up. They're gonna be like, your dad's a fucking dork.
Nah, you're probably so exhausted, man, and probably hungry, dude.
Oh my god, it's my stomach ate itself about 4 hours ago.
No doubt.
Dude, this is one. Okay, so this is what's very cool, dude, about AR and just kind of like shows in general, right? Is that a lot of this stuff. So this is a good example of HH Toys. This stuff online, like if you see that online, these motherfuckers are gone in like instantly, right? Like, first of all, you're not going to know when the drop is. You got to set your alarm because I don't think they had like say, hey, at this time. Maybe some stuff they do, but some stuff they don't. And stuff like this, dude, you jump in and I swear to God, if it's been up there for 3 minutes, you get into the store and it's like, damn, those are gone already. But you go to AR and there's just a table full of them. Have your pick. Look at that, dude. Woo-wee!
That's a really nice marble, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, those eyes.
Yeah, man.
Fuck off. That thing's so sick, dude.
Dude, what's crazy is when you walk up to a table and there's like they're just sprawled out everywhere and you're just like, what am I gonna pick? But god damn, that's good, dude. Shit. Bam. HH Toys, Hibbets and Heimer. If you haven't seen that account, what are you doing? Definitely go and try to snag some of that stuff. There's so many figures out there from that company. It's just crazy. Retro Zone Neon. Man, check this out, dude. Jesse coming through with this.
Nice. Perfect timing. Yeah. I'm almost positive we're going to pull up a tab of those tonight from their page. Or similar.
Yeah, nice.
That's a fun one, man.
Yeah, with like no face on it. Sick. And then this one. Look at that marble on there, dude. Yee. Nice. Little 3D glasses action there. Retro Zone Neon on this one. Check that account out. So this dude was not like officially at AR, but he was at just kind of walking around, it's another cool thing about conventions, right? Like it's, and who the fuck's to say whether that's right or wrong, dude? I know that it happens at every show where there's artists that are walking around and they have stuff on them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. This one, dude, totally blew my mind because I've never met him in person before, but this was Andrew Geddes of Green Plastic Tunnels. And I was over there talking to Eddie, and he's like, yeah, dude, he's over there. So I went up and, introduced myself, and, we kind of start chatting a little bit. And I'm like, man, I got to keep this guy talking. And I'm just like, oh yeah, if you have something, sure. So we go, me, him, and his dad, Steven Geddes, go over to a table, and I open up my bag, dude, and I'm like showing him stuff that I got, and then he takes out some a box of stuff that he has, and so this is what I snagged from him. Dude, these are just so stupid good.
Yeah, that's really fun, man.
Yeah.
And also, if I make a comment on your whole like artist showing up with a bag of their stuff, how many times does somebody have to show up at a convention that they're not tabling at and be asked before they start to showing up with a bag full of stuff? You know what I mean? Like obviously people are going to ask, did you by chance bring anything? Did you by chance have any work I could buy? It's like, how many times do you have to hear that before you're like, okay, I'm going to bring a couple dudes. And on top of that, like I try to do that just in case I bump into somebody who I haven't given some of my work to before, to be like, yo, dude, I want to make sure you get some resin.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think it happens, like I said, probably at every show, no matter what the size is, and that's, you'd rather be caught with than without, right? As far as an artist goes, you definitely don't want to say, oh, I don't have anything on me at the moment. That's the way I see it. I don't make anything, so who the fuck am I, right? But this is another one. This is super sick. I love these loose 3.75s that he does. They're so damn cool, dude. Like this body, I have a few of those, and they all look different. As far as like,
the bust, dude. Yeah, the fucking model for it is, they're all so cool.
Yeah, so fucking good, right? And then check this out, dude. Golly. That's that new Forecaster. Look at that new sculpt, dude. That's from his dad. His dad sculpts all this stuff, man.
Dude.
Golly, dude. But this one was cool because he had a bunch of different versions of this. He had like a one with like a green cape and a brown on the skin tone, and then like the blues, and they were just all different. You know what I mean? They're all mixed up. But anyways, I went with that one just because it's fucking badass. They're all badass, but yeah, dude. Green Plastic Tunnels. That dude's stuff, man, it's to me, it's just on another level, dude. Some of the stuff is, you guys have all seen it. Lots of primary colors, lots of like old school, what I call like those old, like Tupperware 70s colors. Uses a lot of those. Wisconsin Custom Craft. What's up, dude? I haven't seen that one in a while. But anyways, yeah. Green Plastic Tunnels. I think he had his own gallery show recently in New York somewhere. But definitely check him out if you haven't already. This one right here is one that we talked about with Gloopy Goblin when he was on here, Fat Hand Toys. Balthazar the Frog Priest from that meme with Kermit.
He was talking about that guy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, right. So I went with the painted version. There was a couple different versions. There was like blanks, and there was some that had just like some other stuff on them. But I went with this full painted version. I think it's great, dude. I love that. Cool little card. Fat Hand Toys. So yeah, this was an artist that I did not know of before I went there. So it was a new follow. Picked up a really cool piece. It was cool, man. I want to say this was like 30, 35 bucks, something like that. But nice, weighty little piece. Cool paintwork on it. Bam. Yeah, there we go. There's a camera. About fucking time. Bam. Really cool. Dude. So check this one out. Woo, golly, man. So Bog Squad. Dude, I've been trying to get a Bog Dweller for I don't know how long, man. That's another one where like if you don't get there within like the first like half a second, like you're not going to get one. Retail price on these, or not retail price, but I'd say aftermarket price, you know, from what I've seen, is going to run anywhere like 220 and up, usually for something like this. Eddie Resinblood was talking to him. I had never met Bog Squad before, never even seen him before, but met him real quick, and he had some stuff in his bag for sale. And dude, I landed this one. What's crazy is I saw these, he actually did a drop of these the other day, and same thing, dude. I tried to get in there just to see if there was one available. Not even close. But anyways, ooh, that Bog Dweller, dude, that shit is just so fucking nice. And dude, the fact that I got it from the man himself at AR, like straight up out of a bag buy, dude, that's fucking rad. But dude, this is one of those ones where like, yeah, I would love to display that shit, dude. I just don't know if I can bring myself to unbag this, dude.
Dude, what's jokes is you weren't here earlier, so like you couldn't know that we were talking about those and like how that article was there and how surreal it is to be able to see those on a table, man. And you better open that shit.
It's like, you know what I mean, dude? Like you never ever see one like in person. They're just, you know, they just, especially multiples in one spot, you know. And so he opens up his bag and there's like 3 different ones that are all, you know, they're like this, but they're all, you know, kind of mixed up. But goddamn, dude, these are so fresh, dude. These are worth every bit of the hype.
The chat wants to see you open it too.
Oh, absolutely not. You know what's funny though, dude, is so the first thing I asked him, dude, not like, hey, do you have a piece I can buy? The first thing I asked him is, bro, who the fuck is Wiz 1976 Wiz? And how does he have all of your pieces, dude? And he's just like, oh man, that's my boy. But if you guys know who I'm talking about, that Wiz 1976 Wiz, that dude's collection is just like, it's from another planet, dude. This dude, he has everything, and he's got multiples upon multiples of everything. He's got the biggest Bog Dweller collection I've ever seen in my life. Bog Squad piece that is a hand with the deck. Yeah, dude, for sure. That's a good one. Yeah. Grant, you can find these, dude. You can find them online, man. Look up a Bog Dweller. There's a couple places you can look. You can look at I Am Vicious Fun. They had one, but like I said, you're going to be up in the, for something like this. I don't know. You can get some of the other ones for, you know, 220 and up is going to run something like that. But that's a dope one, dude. I love that one. Bog Squad, shout out to that dude for fucking hooking that up. I bought it, but shout out to him for even being there. That was sick. These, dude, Bad Mojo Toys, aka Cat Fans Forever, dude. Remember Cat Fans Forever?
Yeah. Dude, that dude's a fucking sculpting beast,
bro.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, jack of all trades, and he's got really cool shit. The Cat Fans Forever, I mean, that count has been around, dude. I was looking at some of my Cat Fans Forever collection, and it's quite a few pieces now. And man, they go back a ways. Yes, dude. Fletch, good call, man. Secret Handshake did have some of those. at DesignerCon. Secret Handshake had a few different pieces that are kind of hard to get. Yeah, dude, Dylan knows what I'm talking about, dude. That dude's collection is just fucking stupid, bro. So on my trip today, dude, I'm thinking about like different collections out there, dude. The other one that I was talking about, or that I was thinking about that I need to have on, is that dude Safubi King. That dude, like that dude's collection is just so stupid, man. I bet if we like just surfed his account for like an hour, it would be fucking great, dude. It would be an awesome episode. Oh, que pasa, Mario Boba. Bad Mojo Toys. So that's a Philly Fanatic right there. 3.75 resin piece. I think this dude glows. I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna guess. Even if it doesn't, it's dope. Philly Fanatic from the Phillies baseball team there.
Based on his like the way his hands and stuff are looking, I want to say he's gonna glow. Oh yeah. Okay. So I think B's frozen. We'll see how long that takes. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're frozen. Yeah, you're here. What up,
That was weird. That was weird, man. My internet says it's good. I'm using the hotel internet, but
anyways, do it weird.
Yeah, Gritty, King of the Mascots on this one. Bam, that's another dope one. Again, these are Bad Mojo toys. Little Barrio Bubble working on figures for Wave 8. I don't know if you guys saw that the other day, but check out that post. Go to Barrio Bubba's page and check that out. I did get something from him that we're going to take a look at next week, which is super cool. And got some really cool new stickers as well. This is the last thing that I got from Bad Mojo. You're talking about like the original sculpt, dude. Like, look at that.
God damn, that sculpt was already so fucking good, but that is so fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, he had these on just like a little spinner, right? And they were just like backed up, and I'm like kind of digging through them, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! I saw this one like a few figures back, and I was like, oh, dude, I gotta have that one. And this was cheap, dude. This was like 10 or 15, something like that. It was super cheap. But yeah, that's a good one, dude. Really good paint on that too.
yeah, the black wash and then the fucking red goopy, good stuff.
Yeah, dude. Super sick. Bad Mojo Toys on that one, aka Cat Fans Forever. Check that out. Got two more, I think. This one right here, dude. Donner Don't Care. We were talking about the pieces from ETC and Donner Don't Care. Now, if you don't know who Donner Don't Care is, go check that page out, dude. You talk about some really cool paint apps, not only with paint, but with flocking too. And that's what this was. This was a small run. I want to say maybe 3. But dude,
damn.
Come on now.
The hood purple flocking?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, tight. Oh, those strands. Okay, flocking is a fucking bitch, man. That's gorgeous.
Every person that I've talked to that says they've done flocking, like, be prepared for a horror story right after that, because if flocking was easy, I tell you what, dude, there'd be a lot more people doing that shit, because it looks really good on a figure when it's nice and tight. But this is really good, dude. Like I said, I want to say there was 3 of these. I saw this right away and said, yep, need that. Super sick. Donner Don't Care. I got some vinyls painted up from them.
Is that solid or vinyl or rotocasted? Solid.
Solid resin. Yeah, dude, it's heavy. It's a straight up weapon if you threw it at somebody.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice. Last but not least, dude. So this goes back to, you remember when we had Playful Gorilla on?
I do. And if anybody's seen, they've been having some health stuff, so wishing them the best of luck to them to get well soon.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
What
man.
you got? What you got?
Did you? Yes, Zymon knows. Flocking is such a pain. It's so damn messy. That exactly, dude. That's what I've heard. This hotel coffee sucks, by the way. So Playful Gorilla, when they were on the show, we talked about a figure, like, oh, you should make a figure of blank. Do you remember what that was?
No. Well, I should. It was just like a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. What the heck was it?
It rhymed with rocks on socks. I'm just going to show it.
Please do.
I can't believe he made this. I saw him on the second day, and he's like, dude, check this out. He's like, you have to take this home.
Socks on cocks.
There it is.
Jeez. Oh, it's jokes. Oh my god.
Dude, it's really good though, man. It's really good. And
Thank
he
God
was like, "Oh yeah, I just threw a
Stormtrooper
stormtrooper head on it," but it looks great, dude. That is funny because that goes directly with something that we talked about on the show, just bullshitting around. And
Too funny, man.
he's like, anyways, that was a good one. So anyways, that's it, man. Those were all from Assembly Required. Nice.
Chaz, bro. And I said this before.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen you in a while.
Never.
Man. What's going on?
I would think potentially 3D printed. Yeah. I would assume, yeah. But resin 3D printed.
Yeah, that was it for the pieces. Like I said, those all came from Assembly Required. All those artists were there, including ones that were heavy tables and ones that were just kind of walking around. But
well, then let's pull open some tabs, and then we'll get the giveaway, and then we'll get these yahoos the heck on out of here.
Nice.
What do you think about that? All right.
A flocking table in a separate room. Yeah, dude.
So, in our under 1,000 category, these are toys. Now, they're teasing these guys a little bit. I don't know if they're actually going to be making larger muscle figures, but obviously the world always needs larger muscle figures. I believe we've shown off their account before when we ended up showing off these dudes. These look new to me, and I dig the hell out of this, man. That's a fun idea for a figure. Yes, Crumbs, I agree. Dope idea for a figure. What else we got chilling in here? So Toyzday Toys, if you guys aren't following them, go give them a big old follow. Otherwise, 4749 Designs. Now, these dudes have quite the fuck going on. Tank Dino is the one that actually ended up catching my attention and pulling me over here. So, of course, a dinosaur with a tank for the head, which doesn't get more badass than that, let's be honest.
That's super sick, dude. I'm trying to remember. Maybe I just saw that post somewhere, dude. But yes.
And then the fuck, man. So like their offerings at their table, from vinyl and resin to wood, it's like, god damn. That's a lot of different shit to be offering, dudes. And like, look how big these are.
See, dude, and it's stuff like that, man. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how I missed that at AR. They were at AR, correct? I saw some.
Yeah, Designer Toy Art Fest today.
Yeah, it's so dumb that like you're there for 2 days and you missed that. You know,
missed it. You could have had yourself a fucking dinosaur with a tank head.
You're right.
But somehow under 1,000, 452. So get your butts on over there, give them a follow.
Under 500. That's criminal.
It's criminal. What are we doing here? I'm wondering if my original intent here was to be on the blind Dave death page.
Bro, because the 1 pound bone ghost, that pink and purple right there in the middle. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That is so good.
I'm liking this fucking Motley Miscreation double cast.
That's super cool too.
Reminder, we were talking about this earlier tonight, but September 18th, 1 month away, the Yoyodyne Toy Division and Pinkman Vinyl, they're all doing a silent but deadly, all ninja themed bootleg toy takeover. Dr. Plops actually is posted this in their stories today, and it was actually we talked a little bit last week. But the tariffs coming into effect from August 29th onwards, their business is actually officially dead. Be patiently waiting around for 6 months to a year in the hopes that this will be scrapped. So again, we had kind of talked about this last weekend, and here's another page, the Retro World Korea. No USA shipping right now. Orders under 100 might slip through, but customs is already sending stuff back. I'll hold US orders until this shit show is sorted. Everyone else good to go. So I don't know what is going on with the tariffs. Might be worth looking into a little bit more for some of the homies. I know Mecha Ducky's been talking about it a lot, but not a clue what's going on with all that shit, man.
Yeah, man, Jevaho hit me up too. And Jevaho, I know you'll see this at some point, dude. I was on the road when I read that, so I didn't have a chance to respond, but I did read it. And he's facing some kind of the same type of thing, and he's very frustrated about being able to continue with the tariffs the way they are.
Yeah.
I have zero info on that. I just don't.
I'm with you, man, unfortunately.
Yeah, the only thing that I can really tell people is that let's hope that stuff is temporary. And I don't think that should discourage anybody from making anything. You know what I mean? I think at some point, some way, somehow, I think that stuff will change. I don't know, man. I hope so. I think everybody kind of hopes that, but I hope it just doesn't discourage people from making stuff, man. That's a total fucking bummer if that's what's going on. So the only thing that I would say, dude, is just fucking hang in there, man. Just hang in there and keep creating.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see. All we can do is kind of wait and see what it's like and kind of work accordingly. Right?
Yeah.
Plastico is doing a little giveaway for a new figure they're going to be dropping. And if we hop over onto Retro Zone Neon, they're doing a drop for these dudes here this evening. Some of the required leftovers, part 1 mainly. So they actually just posted about this 2 hours ago. A bunch of their AR leftovers. Bam. Each ghost is 4 inches tall, unique resin effect. More pictures available upon request. So slide on over there, get some of those. Toy Art Gallery. I don't know what I was doing earlier this morning. I don't know why. Fucking Homegrown Safubi. There we go. September 13th, 12 to 6 p.m. If anybody's in that area, make sure you mark your calendars and attend. Why not?
Dude, look at those. Dude, look at that lineup. Nice.
And I mean, with this whole learn how, it's like, okay, yeah, so mark your calendars for an unforgettable experience on Saturday, September 13th from noon at 6 p.m. We host inaugural exhibition in our brand new venue. This event is a unique opportunity to explore a diverse range of bespoke toys crafted by independent artists who are pioneering the do-it-yourself approach in toy making.
Nice, man.
Damn, man.
Yeah, look at our boy Saraga Mark, dude. I haven't seen that dude in a while.
That's what's up. Dude, that fucking young buck's a go-getter, dog. Weird Kid Club is dropping a couple of these, 4 of them. Only 5 in existence. Wow, what do I know? Each one hand-painted over black vinyl, signed, numbered, and packed with exclusive extras. Releasing Friday, 5 p.m. AEST, midnight Thursday night, Friday morning USD. Because, of course, keep in mind, they're actually 12 hours ahead, typically.
Correct.
The Cosmic Bird Customs is going to be dropping these guys, which, goddamn, man. Some more info over the weekend, but this is one of their new designs. They typically are doing like the Beast War characters. But fuck, that dude's fucking cool. And Mighty Maniacs actually was talking about Glyos earlier. Fucking check out this range they're dropping. Wave 10 dropping Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific. Come on. That's rad as shit.
That is.
And how can we not hit? We were talking about Kachina earlier in their fucking phenomenal paint apps. Friday, August 22nd. These are going to be in the store, 10 a.m. PST. Get it.
Dude, in one of his posts recently, I don't know if it was in his stories or in a post, but check. Okay, see that one up there in the top right corner, the sunny pink dot? Where's that one at? Outer Limits. All those figures right there are at that Outer Limits store. That's on the East Coast.
Okay.
Outer Limits Gallery and Studio. There's a lot of good stuff in there, dude. Like straight up. I want one of those that mega church right there on the right. I like those. I want to get one of those.
I like those.
Yeah. There's but that store has some cool shit in there.
Yeah.
They got Resin Blood stuff in there, Zymoco, they got some bootleg Toyco, they got Kachina. I bought a Wonder Goblin piece in there. They got those bootleg Toyco, Obaki coffins are in there.
Interesting.
Yeah, hit that store up, man. That's a good one. I like
Get
that.
over there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what, dude? That's right in line with our giveaway question for this week.
Dude, straight up. And you know what? And they kind of spurred that because you know what I bought from those guys? I couldn't find one for the longest time, dude, but they had a Wonder Goblin Budfoot on there. And so I snagged that up. And as soon as it gets here, dude, I'm sending it right off to Ophelia to have that bad boy painted, dude. I cannot wait because I saw one of those painted up in that Wonder Goblin retrospective, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So, yeah. That's gonna be cool.
It's a gorgeous paint job, dude. You want to show? Do you have the giveaway stuff with you?
Of course.
I don't know how you do it, man.
You go into that room of madness with a bag and you just start throwing shit in. And you probably forget something, but I think I got it all the time. So this is what we're gonna do. This stuff is all from. Oh, look at this. So there goes that ETC. Helmet for the General Enos 5.5 is what that is. Look at that. Ooh, nice. So the giveaway is from Assembly Required. There is quite a few pieces in here. It's one giveaway. They get all the stuff. So first things first. Mr. Dan, these things will kill you, Jonestown. The little boba drinks in there. What's cool about this one too, you can't really see it on here, but the backer glows. It does have some glow work in here, and it's really cool work on as far as the card back goes. It's intentionally offset like that. It does have kind of like a screen printed feel to it. Nice. From Mr. Dan Productions, give him a follow. He's always been super supportive of the show. Also from Mr. Dan. Bam, we gave away one of these last week, and we have another one this week. Bam. Mr. Dan Productions shirt. Get one of those. Ocular Rhombus. There's a piece from Ocular Rhombus. There is a couple pieces from Grayskull Toys. That one, that's a super fresh one right there. Grayskull Toys, man. Love that dude and his work. Baby Legs Torso. I say that again. Baby Legs Torso. And there it is. There's also a cool little story about Baby Legs Torso. Madness has a new face and legs for arms, is what the tagline says there. So there you go. Get one of those. 8-Bit Mike chipped in with some of these little Chip and Dale giveaways. These guys were the problem at the airport. So if you have a bag of, let's say, 50 bags of these, it might be a little bit suspicious. Not to you and I, but to other people who don't know what's going on. Certainly. And that's it. The rest is just stickers and magnets and stickers and magnets.
You're a madman.
And stickers and stickers. All right. So that's all one big old giveaway box for the week. The question was, place you buy indie toys. We got a lot of good answers there. That place that we just showed, the Outer Limits was one of them. But yeah, there were some good ones in there, dude. There was some stuff that I've never heard of before. And I think there was a lot of good stuff on there, like for people locally, if they're in a certain area, certain toy shops where stuff's popping up. I know that Fletch had named some stuff that's in Concord, which is about 30 minutes south of me from where I live. It's right by my work actually, and there's some indie stuff popping up in there, which is cool. So that's cool stuff, man. What about you, dude? Where do you buy indie stuff out there, or is there a shop? Oh, man. That's okay. That's okay. That's a great segue into.
Yeah.
And I don't even have it. See, I even screwed that up, dude.
Oh.
I know I was going to be the "you're on mute" sticker.
Well, it's right here.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
For fuck's sakes. But everybody was actually dropping. I think, if anything, even vomiting fake name actually, or oh my fucking gosh, Vaughn fake name dropped it in their reply. There's a place here downtown that apparently a couple of the homies go to. They have a couple of the pieces, and this is no disrespect to them or anything like that, but like my one time go in there, I shit you not, dude, it was kind of like that movie Hook when he first lands and they're all on skateboards going around him and they're yelling Rufio. That's kind of how I felt. It kind of felt like that while I was down there. And then you're asking people like, what's the price on this? And they're like, I don't know. And they're like, I don't know. And you're like, well, cool. I just came across town to try and grab some Angry Beast, and I guess I'm not going home with any Angry Beast. So I don't really know where in town. I usually wait for like the shows or little things. Yeah.
Nice.
How about you? Yeah. What's the deal down there? What about you?
God, dude, it's mostly online for me. You know, there's Fletch named a few places. It's hard, man. Oh, nice, cool. This is not a toy store down in that's in Australia. Nice, but yeah, dude, there's not a whole lot. You know, conventions, stores. You know, sometimes there'll be people that are doing have a small booth at some random show. I found, you know, Hella Radical and Kerfloss at a show at that same spot in Concord where Fletch was talking about. There's a spot called Pot of Gold Collectibles that has all kinds of shit, and they have shows every now and then. And those guys popped up there back when they were doing the that figure that Kerfloss sculpted, and then everybody casted it. So, but it's random, dude. It's just, you know, I'm just always curious to see where people are buying their stuff from. There is stuff online, you know, of course, eBay and stuff like that too. If you have the patience to sit there and search for, you know, what you're looking for, you happen to stumble across it, you know.
You want to spin this wheel tonight, see who's going home with a big bag of goodies?
Let's do it.
I think we ended up with, I think that's a wrong number. We ended up with 35 humans. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that would be a good, if anybody's looking for any place to buy something, God, just surf that comment section.
I was actually going to say that, yeah. Even if you didn't reply to the giveaway, maybe take a little scroll through there. If you live in one of the areas that somebody was asking about and you know of a place, toss it their way, man. Spinning.
Yeah, Fletch says San Jose Toy Con as well. Yes, that one is at the Santa Clara Fairgrounds and runs year round, I believe, about every 3 months.
Damn.
Number 18.
Pope Toys.
Pope Toys. Out in the tundra. The that would be the far northeast.
You know, and I know we're also running low on the time here, but I want to show this off because I can't believe I didn't have a fucking tabby do for this dude. This dude's so freaking cool, man. Check out this new Pope Toys figure. Doesn't this remind you of almost like the Titty universe? Yeah,
dude. I saw that just today.
That's what I'm saying. 12 hours ago. I can't believe I didn't have this in the arsenal.
Is the gun casted in the hand?
Oh, good question. And Pope, if you're in the room, feel free to chime in. I don't know.
I like that.
I like this hose and chain thing going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Female assassin.
Sweet.
Yeah, sorry. So, of course, fucking always nice when more like the dudes who make some dope shit's gonna get a nice pile of some dope shit. Gun in his hand.
Nice.
Bam.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I like that, dude.
Yeah.
You know who did that? Has Been Toys did that with a couple of his pieces back in the day, dude. And I always thought that was a fucking dope idea. The other thing that he did was, you remember, dude, on those fucking cowboys that he made that time, the urban cowboy, right, with the gun in the hand, and then he had detachable hands at the wrist, like a NECA figure, and then you take those off, and then you put the other hand in there that's already got the weapon in there, dude. Thinking on that one, dude. I love that shit.
That dude was a fucking rad motherfucker, man.
He still is a rad motherfucker, man. I love
Yeah. I don't know why I'm talking past tense. He's alive, just not maybe making a bunch of resin right now. Jesus.
Has Been Toys, man, the legend. That what a good time, man, it was to see that dude. We saw from beginning to end with that dude. I mean, he's still around, of course, but as far as making, wanting to do something, doing something, and then say, "Hey, I'm done with this." I think we kind of saw it all, but I think he'll make something in the future, dude. I think he's coming back.
I think so.
I don't know that for a fact, but I think that's more hopes than anything. So
I think most of us have a hard time of like not creating something at some point.
sure, yeah.
All right, dude. I can see from the time you came in, the sun has literally gone down. You want to let these yahoos get on with their nights?
For sure, man. Thank you, everybody. Gloopy Goblin, Cool Cat, and Raygun Wizard. Gloopy and Raygun Wizard will have you guys back on here in the near future. That concludes AR25 in Philly. We are moving on next week to other things. We got some shows just around the corner. We got guests that I've been talking to saying, "Hey, let's do this AR thing here. Let us, get this thing going for a good month or so, and then we'll move on." And so we got some good, really cool fucking collector tours lined up.
I was gonna say I really want to see Slightly Adrift's fucking collection. I want to see Change the Color Toys collection. There's some dudes I want to fucking take a little peep. Yeah.
Gloop, thanks for coming in, dude. That was awesome.
Dude handled it like fucking like a boss, dude. Honestly, like.
For sure, dude. I mean, and Raygun Wizard too, man. Like that's the thing about all three of those guests, dude. And that's the part of the reason that I wasn't really super stressed on being late, because those dudes can always, all three of them could probably just take the mic and just kind of freestyle their way through this shit. You know what I mean?
And you really ever come on,
meet them and talk to them in person too. So
yeah, that's the rule. If you come on, you can't just be like a throwing tennis ball at the wall. Don't do that to us. All right, dudes. You guys have a great night.
Peace.